I've owned 3 Disney movies in every format: Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, and Beauty and the Beast. You're darn right I went and saw this on opening night. Beauty and the Beast, starring Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Luke Evans, Josh Gad, Kevin Kline, Ewan McGregor, Ian McKellen, Emma Thompson, and directed by Bill Condon. Beauty and the Beast is of course the remake of the 1991 classic animated feature film. It recaptures all of the magic of the previous movie and adds to the overall story. I was blown away with Beauty and the Beast and how it took the animated version and translated it into live action. The movie takes the CG and live action characters and retells the story to near perfection. If you're a fan of the original and don't mind subtle changes, there is little to be disappointed in Beauty and the Beast. The performances across the board all were great, and each actor captured the spirit of the characters found in the animated version of the film. Emma Watson was brilliant as Belle, and found the perfect amount of quirkiness and determination the role demanded. Watson's Belle may have even been more fearless than the animated version, and the added backstory about her mother was a welcome addition. She held the entire film together, and did a great job of interacting with the CG characters for the film. Dan Stevens was great as the Prince/Beast. The added backstory for his character was also welcome. I personally would have welcomed even more about his past and how he ended up the cold, heartless prince at the start of the story. The hints were enough to keep the story on pace, and more wasn't needed. But I would have welcomed spending more time in the world. The CG was also well done on the Beast, which I get may not be a popular opinion, but it worked well for me and sucked me into the movie. The CG and voice performances for the castle staff was also spot on. The only one I found slightly off was the dresser. A character which I was worried about from the trailers was Lumiere, voiced by Ewan McGregor. From the trailers, I wasn't sure his accent was going to be believable in the film, but he was fantastic. He provided some of the funniest lines in the film, along with Ian McKellen's Cogsworth. Their comedic relief was just as good as the original, and in some spots better. The characters were different enough from the originals to stand on their own, while still paying respect to what came before, which goes for all the cast in the film. Each one can stand on its own, and is different enough to separate from the animated classic. Both films are magical, and both can be separated on their own with the performances. The show stealers for the film are Luke Evans and Josh Gad. Every scene they are on screen together as Gaston and LeFou is fantastic. Luke Evans is a perfect, real-life representation of the animated, pompous, self-absorbed narcissist. Gad as the trusty sidekick LeFou was hilarious, and the added moments of character are a plus to the movie overall. I did think the film was going to go in one direction towards the end with Gaston, but it didn't end up playing out. It probably would have been too big of a departure if they would have gone this way, but I would have enjoyed it. It was a joy to see these characters in live action, and I had a smile firmly on my face whenever they were on screen. Gaston is the perfect character to hate, and Luke Evans did a great job in getting this across. I might be looking at Beauty and the Beast with nostalgia-filled glasses, but I really didn't find that much wrong with the movie. There are small things to nitpick, like one of the very last lines of the film seems out of place, or the shot with Belle overlooking the town seems right out of Sound of Music. But this is about it. I could see some not liking the changes from the original, but for me the added backstory helped flesh out the characters over the animated version. I've also heard some grumblings about Watson's singing and her being too auto-tuned. I am no singing expert, so her performance didn't bother me, and it actually drew me into the film on all fronts. The pacing of the film was also spot on, and there wasn't a lull throughout the entire film. Besides the extremely small nitpicks, there isn't anything I would change from the film. The live-action Beauty and the Beast did exactly what I wanted it to do. It stayed true to the original source material, but was different enough with the character performances and added backstory to stand on its own. Fans of the original classic will be swept away with this story. The movie is a must-see in theaters, and one I will be going back to see again. Beauty and the Beast is a classic, and the live-action version lived up to its name. What did you think of Beauty and the Beast? Did it meet your expectations, or did it disappoint? What live-action remake are you most looking forward to, or least looking forward to if you don't think they're a good idea? Comment and let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.